things going again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford...
And Shevchenko! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Wonderfully smooth. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Well, there's no question, Peter, what his manager thought of it. He's turned away in disgust.
It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. And that is a truly outstanding save. No way through there. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Son Heung-min. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Dijk makes the interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Son Heung-min. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. And that is a little undercooked.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Upamecano cuts it out. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Looking for the run. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. De Bruyne charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Van Dijk gets a foot in here. Can he get it through? Nicely worked. De Bruyne. Hazard. Oh, nicely intercepted. Fernandes. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Yamal, looking for a runner. That's good vision. Serginho. And it's Van Dijk. Now it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Alexander-Arnold, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Yamal. Pinches it off him. Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Szoboszlai. He's got away. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again. It's in. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Kaut knocks it into space. It's run loose here. Great joke! Oakland Roots have their second corner now. Szoboszlai goes short. Bellingham! Looking to play him in. Szoboszlai. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Strong running down that left flank. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, who saw this coming? Such a major day, and it has gone so terribly flat.
Well,
oh, he's all alone! A lot of space ahead of him. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this...
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Manchester United have yearned for this. Now they must earn it. If they can earn a point over the next 90 minutes, they are going up. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Manchester United with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Now this could be a chance. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Looking for the run. Lewandowski charging forward, the ball at his feet, and it's Robertson. Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now, he's just misjudged that one. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. He has found the way through. Now it's Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Manchester United are looking to break at pace. Akanji.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Son Heung-min! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. And that's been won straight back. Looking for options for movement. He is through here. Camavinga. Great chance! Goal! Manchester United! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Manchester United are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
They still...
And he shoots! And he hits the net! They're level in a trice!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So they have it all to do again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Mbappe, spread it left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's in a great position. Chance! Goal! Manchester United! And they are on the rise again, ahead again in the race for promotion. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Manchester United have their lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Akanji. Caicedo. Half an hour played now. And here's Son Heung-min. Threads one in. And the shot!
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Here's a chance! And that was very necessary. Kubo stood up well to him there. It's not an especially good pass, that. Nicely weighted ball. Neymar receives it in a wide position. He's picked his way. There's the shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Neymar can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And it's Kubo. Fernandez. Nice looking ball. Shot could... Can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And he's managed to get free. This might... Chance for a shot! And it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. That has been slung wide. Caicedo. And it's Son Heung-min. That's tidy. Steaming on goalwards. Spread to the right. Kubo. He's had it taken off him. Fernandez. And here's Son Heung-min. Tries to pass it through. Camavinga finds himself offside. And he's quick to snatch it back. And that brings the first half to a close.
I just think it's been a great performance, and they totally deserve to have this lead at half-time. I mean, just about anything they tried seemed to have come off. It's incredible stuff.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess.
Merci d'accueillir nos joueurs.
to get things going again. Son Heung-min. Looking for a runner. This looks promising. Produces a cross. And a chance! Well taken goal. Just cruising. They are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper, couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Gently done. It's a searching pass. Good ball over the top. Oh, what has happened here? Neymar in with the challenge. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Fernandez. And here's Son Heung-min. He's having a pop! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Son Heung-min probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar going face to face with his great rival. That's good vision. And he was quick to react. Caicedo. Lewandowski. Aimed beyond the defence. Out of play for a goal kick. Mbappe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Mbappe, and he's lost his match. Shoots! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. This is a gloriously greedy performance. Just about up to the hour now. Pinches it off him. Vardiol gets over and intercepts. Now it's Son Heung-min. Salamakers does well to get it back. And here's Kubo. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And Messi! And that's a good finish. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Après 65 minutes de jeu par le numéro 10, Messi.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Adeyemi to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Paris Saint-Germain still making a fight of this. And it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Oh, perfectly measured that. And it's been hooked away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Tries to play it through. Tries a shot! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Caicedo. And it's Fernandes. And here's Son Heung-min.
Kubo. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Nicely spread. And here's Kubo. Vardiol gets a foot in here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Robertson. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Neymar, driving through the middle. And smartly reclaimed. Now it takes a shot! He's got a goal! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
So we have movement on both benches. Well, they may be down, but they're in no mood to go quietly. Trustmark comes to the rescue.
Le numéro 17. Attention, changement.
Big chance! That is decidedly lacking.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 56. À sa place, le numéro 5.
So it looks now very much a done deal, just waiting to seal it.
Well, it's pretty clear which team is on the way up. What a performance when we've seen so many teams just crumble in similar situations.
Driving forward.
That was lovely, that. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Maciej Cunha. And it's Caicedo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Good read, needed to be. Caicedo. That's going wide left. Nicely aimed pass.
Temps additionnel, 5
Neymar
minutes.
has created one goal already. And he's only too happy to take that back. Nicely shaped ball. Not the most accurate pass. Caicedo. Quality ball. Neymar. And that has left him in a heap.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Kane. Searching passes played there. There's the header! It is close, but that is the last of it. Manchester United are going up, and now they can dream. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, I think this has to be one of the sternest tests they have faced as a team. Promotion. And you have to give full credit for the way everyone responded to this. They knew how big this was, how much it meant to the team, and went and got it in the best way possible. Now comes the difficult task in planning ahead.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.
Votre attention.
Manchester United are already in celebration mode, free from pressure, free from tension. All that remains is to add the icing to the promotion cake. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action.
There's very little doubt, Peter, as to where the key supply route in this setup is going to be from.
Of course, it's got to be Nielsen, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, very much the quintessential Brazilian winger of vintage mould, I would say, and I'm sure he'll prove very productive.
And he's got so much pace, hasn't he? And all of those tricks.
The fact that he can play on both wings as well is a really important factor.
Torres. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Son Heung-min going after that. Camavinga. Caicedo. And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Mbappe. He's having a shot! Oh, crossbar! And no, just off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Quality ball. Oh, cracking ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Palmeiras! And Palmeiras score first! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Palmeiras have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration would be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's good running with the ball. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Andreas Pereira. Caicedo running with the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Driving on and making good progress. Shot a goal! A wonderful effort all by himself.
Mbappe certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
Yamal. brilliantly cut out.
Andres Pereira. Denilson.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. The ball has bounced loose now and claimed it back swiftly. He's found a way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's very neat. Van Dijk, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking to play him in. Esteval picks it up out wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Caicedo. And it's Camavinga. And here's Yamal. He's a sharp little ball here.
Andres Pereira. Manchester United certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Son Heung-min. Nicely aimed pass.
Son Heung-min clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Nice looking ball. Nicely worked. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Andres Pereira.
And it's Fernandes. Probing pass. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that's gone loose. Roque, who's set up one goal so far. We are into overtime. Torres. Threads one in. Now it's Yamal. Shapes to shoot! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Manchester United are still behind by one, despite having a golden opportunity to equalise. Manchester United go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. There's the shot! Oh, crossbar! Flings it across, and he can thump it away. Has crossed into the... Oh, good line! And it's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Tries a shot! It's a goal! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Marcado para o Manchester United. Aos 7 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 22.
just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Oh, that is a nice touch. And it's made its way to him. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Van Dijk. And Caicedo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Guardiola spots it and intercepts. Now it's Son Heung-min. Tries to pass it through.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So we have movement on both benches. Paulinho to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Andreas Pereira, Manchester United, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Searching pass he's played there. Palmeiras can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And he welcomes it. Real chance! And he hits the net. Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Just eases him off the ball. It's a searching pass. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United making further changes here, and in quick succession. Two fresh faces, and both in the front line.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Manchester United have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Palmeiras clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Kane! In he goes again! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Manchester United leading now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's an imaginative pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Guardiola running with intent. That's been cut out, well played. Cafu. Whistle's gone, that's foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Palmeiras really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Very much into the last knockings. Paulinho. Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking for options, for movement. Has a look up and drives it forward.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de acréscimo.
Cafu.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Paulinho. He's had it taken off him. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he can clear it away. Driving forward. Now it's Kane. Now he's got space here. Floated through. Oh, well played. And that is that. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Camavinga taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've just witnessed. As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner, and they did just that.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.